As scientists learned more about this anthrax, they figured out that it wasn't only the people that might open a letter with mail in it that had anthrax. When it was going through the sorting machines at the postal offices, the little tiny spores, because they were being compacted and compressed, could actually get out of a letter and cross-contaminate other people's mails. So because of that, I would bring my mail into the garage. I would leave my gloves on, make sure that I wasn't touching my face. I would open up my mail here at the workbench. I would see what was in it, take it out or figure out if it was junk mail. And if it was junk mail, I immediately just threw it into my recycling bin and I didn't even bring it in to the house. So that's how I sorted my mail. And if there was something in one of the envelopes that I actually wanted or needed, I would still leave the envelope out here in the recycling bin and never bring it in. Just as an extra precaution in case my mail had come in contact with a letter that was actually carrying anthrax. And the reason I was particularly concerned was very close to where I live. It had come out in the news that there were only a few places in the United States that had the anthrax spore or bacteria available, that somebody could have made more of it and mailed it out. And one of the places was at Fort Detrick, which is very close to my home. And at the end of the story, they did conclude that a scientist from Fort Detrick that actually lives very close here was the person that was responsible for it. Eventually 5 people died from anthrax through the mail in letters, and it was in the teens of people that were made sick by it. So that is just a little bit of a clip of how anthrax affected me. It scared me enough that I wanted to take extra precautions and not bring mail that could have been cross-contaminated into my home where my family was. So I was careful, and then I would leave my gloves out here on the workbench after I had put this mail in the recycling in the garage, and I would just leave these out for the next day. And I did this, I can't remember now because this has been a long time ago, 13 or 14 years ago, but I probably did this for at least a month or so until there was no more cases of a mail being sent with anthrax in it.